everyone, welcome to the Pensioner Adventurer. So this is the second video in the series New Hip to New Life. So I'm 10 days, I guess it's the 10th, so I had my operation on the 1st of June and it's the 10th of June today. So yeah, it's all going very well, thanks. And I had the operation around about, I went into the theatre about midday on the 1st. I was out by about 2 and then walking by 6, so that's quite amazing. I stayed one night in the hospital, took my goggles off. So yeah, stayed one night in the hospital. The following day did some more walking and then I had to show them I could walk up and down some stairs. With the aid of crutches, and then I got discharged sort of tea time, and then I've been back home. My daughter, kindly she stayed with me, yeah, everything's been going. The first 2 days I think were really good in a way. I think I was just totally amazed with how much I could move, and it was ever so good. And then during the next sort of 4 or 5 days, everything started, like my legs swelled up quite a bit, lots of bruises, and I'm not going to bother showing you them, but yeah, super dark bruises, pretty much the whole of my thigh, and it suddenly became a lot more tender to sit anywhere and such like, so it was pretty uncomfortable, but nevertheless, obviously the arthritis pain goes immediately because they've replaced it. It's just the pain of the operation, just recovering from that. So where I am now, the bruising's starting to sort of go, and I've got sort of a bit of a yellowy leg. With tints of red, sort of, and it's not so tender to touch, so that's good. I'm using ice packs quite a lot, and they to try and keep the swelling down. I'm walking around that, I can up and down the stairs, absolutely no problem. Walking around, I'm only using one crutch now, in or outside the house. And when I'm in the kitchen, I've got a sort of a galley kitchen, so I can pretty much, I don't really use the crutch at all in there. It's been going quite well, and I'm now doing lots of walking, well, not lots, but I am walking every day outside, so I've started that yesterday. So I just go for a walk around sort of the neighbourhood, and it's pretty good. Not having too much problems. I thought it might be a bit different because of the the pavements are a bit uneven and such like, but it hasn't actually caused a problem. One other thing that was truly a relief. So I've had my left hip replaced, but my right hip, my right ankle had some repair done to it from a car crash in about 1990, and it's got some screws and such like in there, and it's been fine. I could rev the bike sort of heading 197 revs per minute, but I could do. And it worked really well, but over the last couple of years I've been getting quite a lot of pain from it, and I've seen some people about it, and what they suggested was it was because I was walking funny because of my hip on the other side, and it would go away when my hip's done, and it truly has gone away. That ankle feels fabulous, so I'm so grateful for that. The other thing is I'm lucky to have a friend, Dom, who's a physio for the 𝐒𝐄𝐿 cycling and sailing teams, and he gave me a call the other day, and you know, he's been checking on me, and so that's been good. So next week, oh yeah, sorry, I'm with Dom. What I'm going to do, and I think it'd be an interesting thing, is get his advice, because if you think on a normal bike you have to cock your leg over to get over the saddle. Now when you think about it, your hip and your pelvis, whether you got whichever legs on the ground and whichever legs going over the saddle are involved, let's say. And what I want to try and do is understand, and he's, you know, clever, he's a clever guy, should I start to learn to get on the bike the other way. I think I actually get on the bike with my left leg on the ground, and I'll cock my right leg over, which is the good leg. And the other thing is, with clipless pedals you have to unclip. Well, again, I think I unclip the left one because here in the UK, the side we ride, that was always the side nearest the pavement. So again, it's really trying to understand what I'm happy to try and relearn things, but I just want to try and find a way to put my new hip under as least pressure as possible in the early days, where you know, I'm trying to build it all back up again. So yeah, so when I know that, I'll make sure I share that. So any cyclists with replacement hips, it could be of use, or could be of use to you. So what's on the agenda now? So I got an appointment for have the stitches out on next week, so that'd be good. That's another big milestone in my head, because then I know the wound's totally clear, sort of healed up, and I know there's no chance of infection getting in there that way. And then I've got another physio with the hospital in about a month's time. And everyone's still saying that I can't ride the bike for until after 12 weeks. But it does seem to, I think that's the stock answer, and then they may be make an adjustment based on how you're progressing. So it's quite nice that I will be, when I see the physio, I will be 5 weeks down the road from the operation, and we can sort of have a bit of a discussion whether there's a possibility of going on a static bike, which I would like to do, like a watt bike, so I can sort of just sit there slowly and just check that my pedals are, I'm pedalling in evenly. You know, it's more about my goal is the form. You know, can I walk without a limp? Can I pedal evenly again? I'm not just pedaling with the non-replaced leg, you know, and that sort of stuff. Build that muscle memory back again. So yeah, that's where I am. You know, I'm very grateful to everyone who's been helping out. You know, my daughter, my sisters have been great. You know, ferrying me around, making me some dinners and such like. And the only other thing I did come to mind is there's another video playlist, which is the pre-op sort of videos. I will do make another video in that series. I thought it sounds a bit crazy doing a pre-op video after I've had it, but I will do it after about 12 weeks, so then I can sort of close that little series off and just talk about lessons learned, because I'm sure there are things that had I had that knowledge, I might have prepared things slightly differently. So yeah, so that's really where it is, where I am. So yeah, feeling pretty good. You know, I'm so grateful for everyone who's helped me, and you know, I can see a bright future. You know, so yeah, I won't do another one for a few weeks, and then we can see how things are progressing. Okay, so many thanks for watching. Stay happy, strong and healthy, and be adventurous. Cheerio.